Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Viewers, we are continuing our conversation this morning, and we are being joined by the lovely, the very beautiful Miss Leah-Sophia Richards, who is a songwriter and artist in a light. Good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning, good morning.
So tell me about yourself for those who are watching and don't know who Leah-Sophia Richards is.
Okay, so my name, Leah-Sophia Richards. I grew up in Tobago. I am a singer, songwriter, producer. I've lived in Tobago for most of my life, and I moved to the UK to pursue my music career for Carnival. This is my first time back since I've been out, and here I am.
So how long have you been away?
It's been a year and a half. A year and a half.
And what led you to be coming back for Carnival this year?
Well, while in the UK, I started doing soca. For the first time, I started doing soca. And that just propelled, it picked up and it just took off. And I started doing my own music with soca. I ended up in the UK Soca Monarch, which I won. And why not? It's only right that I come back home to start showcasing that.
So what are you looking forward the most for in Tobago Carnival?
I'm looking forward to being on the road with Fog Angels.
So you're going to be out at Fog Angels?
Yes.
All right. And tell me a bit about some of the music that either you have for the Carnival this year.
All right. So I have two releases. One is called Somebody. The other is called Hook Here. So those were my two soca. I did one other collaboration with a Guyanese artist called Pajot as well. That was called Roll It. So I just have a few out right now. I have a lot more coming. Those are supposed to release for Carnival again next year in the UK.
All right. And, tell me about your just being engaging with Fog Angels band and so on. What was that like? What led you to being part of Fog Angels?
So I have a friend that's on the committee, and then she was like, you know what, you need to be on this team, you need to be involved with it. Come on board, let's try this, let's see how it's gonna go. And from there, it just took off. I'm now a part of this team, the elite team, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of love, a lot of encouragement. So that's it.
And then what are you looking forward to in terms of, what other events, activities? Are you going to be on the stage anywhere else for this carnival?
I'm open for bookings. I have no official bookings yet, but I'm very much available for bookings.
Okay, and then what's it been like, your journey? Tell me a bit about your journey in the UK, establishing yourself as an artist across there.
So, to be honest, it was quite easy. A lot easier than, I know people would bash me for this, but it's a lot easier than trying to establish yourself in Trinidad and Tobago, because there's a niche for soca, a niche for the Caribbean culture. A lot of people they admire us in Trinidad and Tobago. So the crowd, the interaction, everybody just was very welcoming. They gravitated to me. They booked me immediately. I was on tour throughout London doing shows, back-to-back shows throughout the entire summer period. So it wasn't difficult. It was refreshing. Yeah.
And then you said that you only recently started doing soca. So what was your niche before? What was your genre before?
Genre originally is R&B, pop, EDM, house. Everything out of the norm for a Tobago girl to be doing. So I'm still doing that, however, because the season is closed for soca in the UK. So now I'm going to take advantage of that time to start pushing my original music as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what got you into EDM and pop and all those things?
In school, I was always called the Oreo, the one that liked white people music. I was always into that type of music. I am open to all genres. I don't discriminate against anything, and I appreciate all types of music, down to classical. As far as classical, I would appreciate. So it's not something that's new to me. I just gravitated to that type of music as long as I can remember.
All right.
Yeah.
And, so tell me a little bit about what inspires you to be, like, what attracted you to the music industry?
I come from a musical background. My dad, Orrin Richards, my brother, OJ Richards. So from the age of, as long as I can remember, as long as I could talk, I've been singing. I would sing in the hotels, all the hotels in Tobago. I'll be on stage. I remember my mom would be on the bottom of the stage, basically guiding me like if it's a choir director. So it's nothing new to me. I've been influenced from birth. I was always involved in the music.
And how has that, like, helped you just as a person? How has that changed your life?
How did it change my life? I wouldn't say it changed my life. It just assisted in my growth. It assisted in my journey, and it made things a lot easier because I had the experience growing up.
And then what led you to choosing soca for the last couple years?
It was by accident. What happened is that I started with a band called Wonder Band in the UK, a group of Trinidadians, and it's a soca band. Now, I've sang soca before in the hotels here.
Yeah.
However, it was just never really my thing. And when I started performing soca in the UK, and I realized how much they appreciate it there, that basically gave me that drive to really like put some work into that. Let me see where it's going, because it's actually a thing. It's actually fun. People interact. It's actually really active. That's really pushed me in that direction.
And then coming back home into the second year of Tobago Carnival and so on. Many reactions.
Really, I wish I on the ground really not getting the full carnival vibe. We'll see coming down because we last minute here. So hopefully coming closer to that probably Friday. Yeah, a little bit more is going on. We'll start responding a little bit more.
Yes. So have you been to any events yet? Anything that?
Unfortunately, no, I have not.
Oh.
I'm trying my best to get to one or two events before I leave. But the sleep, and the schedule, because the time difference, by the time everybody up and moving around, it's bedtime for me back there. So my body's still into that motion. So, let me say, once it's 9 o'clock, your bonnet done on, you're not coming out of your house.
Yep.
That's what's been happening to me for the past week. So hopefully I build up some momentum and get out the house this week and next week.
Now, how do you view Tobago Carnival so far? I mean, we know that it's still forming its identity and so on, but we're seeing persons like yourself actually starting to come back home for the second edition of Carnival. Tell me about just your views on the whole event itself.
I think that it's an amazing idea. I think that is a good initiative to push the tourism in Tobago. I think that a lot more can be done to market it outside so that tourists can come, because I haven't heard about it. If I was not involved in Tobago, it's not really on the ground. Nobody's really speaking about it outside of Tobago. So other than that, I just really feel like it's new. I love it. The marketing is really nice. We just need to find a way to get it
Outside.
pushed on the outside, because there are lots of places that are heavily invested in Trinidad and Tobago and Carnival. So the market is there, the customers are there. So it's a good brand. I love the brand. I love the energy. It's just to get it out some more.
And are you looking forward to parading on the road on Sunday along the waterfronts?
Yes, I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to my pretty costume, getting all glammed up. Not looking forward to the sun, but
I don't think any of us are looking forward to that sun, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. So, I think you have one of your songs that we are going to view. So just tell me about, okay, not quite yet. So, so tell me about just that process of you being able, because you're a songwriter as well. Tell me that process of writing, being able to write these songs to be able to put out there.
Okay, so the songs, some of them, one of them was co-written, one of them was written and produced by the producer. His name is DJ Lockdown. The other one co-written. So the process that we normally have, he would come with some beats. I'll be like, all right, I like this beat, and we just start playing around with it. Add this, add that. Let's start with this hook. Let's start. So it's just bouncing ideas off of each other. Sit down and think about what you want for this. What do you want to say? You know, and a lot of my music would talk about reminiscing on Carnival, because obviously I was not there. So it's like a long time I ain't wind up. It's a long time I ain't jump. So writing the music really and truly is based on my current situation. And yeah, that's about it.
All right. Okay, so I think we should be getting ready to queue up one of your songs. And we're definitely looking forward to hearing you on the road with Fog Angels. All right.
From my see you whining inside that better want to come and just jam on that. I don't think you can handle that, cause my bumper back. Girl, come and roll it, girl.